All right. Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Riff Circle. It's Mike and
Evening.
Miles. Welcome to another happy hour. Mike, what I'm rocking today, it's a new one for me. The Zero Gravity Juice.
Oh,
7%
okay.
IPA. And I'm liking this one a lot. The Zero
Okay.
Gravity Juice.
That looked good.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's got
familiar
the
with that. I've
main
not had that
theme,
before.
it's got the main vibes on it with the mallard. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
Very
I
nice.
like
It's
that.
a
I like
little
that.
seven
What's zero
percenter.
where's zero gravity from? Where's that from?
I should know this because I was just looking at it. Burlington, Vermont. So that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Well,
Very smooth. I'm not a big IPA guy in the sense that I don't love hops a ton, but I'll
mm-hmm.
drink them because you get more bang for your buck. This one's extremely smooth.
It's got to be what, a New England IPA, so it's got the thicker, juicier,
It says Duck
probably.
Duck Juice. This juicy IPA has hoppy flavors, bursts of red berry, tropical mango, and a touch of lemon lime zest with a
That sounds
beautifully
good.
balanced bitterness. It drinks as smooth as a duck on water, and they're not wrong. I'm enjoying that.
Sounds good. That
Yeah,
sounds good. That was a nice ad for them. Not sponsored, but it
not
was a
sponsored
nice.
at
It
all, but
was
I'm
it
telling
was,
you,
it was a perfect ad.
yeah, if they want to, if
Uh,
they want to sponsor me all day, go
I'm
ahead.
a little I'm a little I'm a little classy tonight. I got the Shiraz cab this
Oh,
evening.
that's an
So
excellent choice. I would also like to have a Shiraz cab if I wished my head had exploded tomorrow morning.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
The
that's
wine,
this evening.
sometimes that happens. Beautiful selection. Well, folks, we got a good
Yeah,
show. We're gonna do our normal "What'd you spend? What'd we buy?" New hauls and what we've been listening to. That's gonna be a staple always. But then we're gonna dive into an
yep.
obvious one, probably obvious. Record Store Day, April 18th, 2026. We're gonna do a little screen share and kind of hit some of the highlights, some of the ones that I'm looking at. And Mitch, I want you to
Yeah.
hit some of the ones that you're looking at. We're going to go through it. We're not going to go through, I don't think, crazy in depth, but I just plan on touching the ones that have kind of stood out to me, some of my maybes, etc.
I think we just can hit through each line and probably just like pass or pick up, kind of just do it like a quick run through, so
Yeah,
we can touch on the names.
we can do that.
Um, so,
We can
but
do
yeah,
that.
yeah, I think that's going to be probably the bulk of the show this evening because I mean,
It's the
that's
news.
the
It's
big
what
thing.
we
It's what
do
everyone's
here.
talking about right now. There's really not much news larger than that
No, there
in
isn't.
the current world.
No. I'm
So,
going to hop into what I spun this week.
yeah, let's hear it.
Let's see what we got here. I'm going to start with some kind of easy ones here. Plucked this one out of the archives.
Mm,
Rush, Grace Under Pressure. Just a classic, just a good one from these guys. A little bit underrated, I think. It's got its moments. It's definitely not a top five, but it's just a great one.
it is.
You can't go wrong with it. I've always said even with their '80s stuff, the musicianship will always save it because they're just that good.
That one was what, 84? I just picked that one up recently
It
on your recommendation. I found a used copy and you said it was for the price it was worth it. So I picked
Oh,
that
for
one up.
sure. I think it might have been a year or two after that. Let me look real quick. Oh, 84. You're right. Wow.
84.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah.
Just pulled it
Beautiful.
right out there.
Very solid album. I think coming off of the heels of Signals, I want to say, which is tough. They had a really good run. So that one's kind of, I think, gets a little bit overshadowed because they came off of a massive run. And yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next one I spun here. I was spinning this one a lot this week. This one here, before I show it, I've been preaching this since day one. This is the most underrated band going right now, and it's not even close. Okay,
Wow.
Rival Sons,
Oh
Feral
yeah, you
Roots,
like them.
incredible album, just an absolute monster title track. Feral Roots, Rival Sons.
It's cool album art.
It is a cool album art, and it extends on the back.
Does the gatefold opens up?
Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
yeah,
Nice.
pretty solid. I'm gonna say this one I will be doing a discography ranking soon for these guys
Nice.
because I
Nice.
have all the albums, I listen to them all, and I think it would be a fun one to do. Um,
I'd be interested in that. To be honest, I don't know their albums very well. I've seen them live. They put on a great show.
you have
But
jealous.
I I don't know their actual like discography well.
Yeah, I do
But I was
know.
excited to see them because I knew you liked them. So
I'm a
they were a
huge.
good
I
show.
they're. I'm gonna say they might even be a top 15 of all time for me.
Wow.
That's how much I like them. I love Rival Sons. I think they're just
Wow.
criminally underrated. It's actually disgusting. Oh, you know what? I spun the Coltrane box and I left it in the other room. But that's
You did that new Rhino Hi-Fi.
the Rhino Hi-Fi Coltrane box got hit pretty hard in the mornings this past week. I hit every album at least once, some of them twice. I can't get enough. It's a mono box set from Rhino Hi-Fi and for Coltrane, and it's just
Yeah.
amazing. What made
It's a
me
nice
think of it
looking
was
set.
this is the other guy that got hit right here. This
Such a
Rhino
good one.
Hi-Fi, Jaco Pastorius, one of my favorite bass players of all time. Amazing album, probably the second best album in his discography, word of mouth. I think number one for me would be self-titled, the debut, but this
Yeah.
one is really good. And again, you and I are going to probably exhaust this on the show, but I can't get enough of these Rhino Hi-Fis. This
Rhino's
album,
doing it right now.
God, sonically, there's a lot going on in this album,
It
and it
is.
just captures it. I mean, I get why they chose this one to do the remaster and the
Yeah.
hi-fi treatment because it's sonically it's just out of this world.
There's
There's a
stuff
lot going
everywhere, and
on.
it's one of those. I'm so glad to own that one because it's one you listen to and you hear something new every time. Like
Mm-hmm.
you cannot
Mm-hmm.
take it all in
Mm-mm.
one listen. It's like you have to listen to it multiple times.
I agree.
It's great.
And then another one that I spun all the way through. I've been trying to be better about my box sets. I'm a little, admittedly, I'll get to like LP3 out of like a 4 LP, and then something in life happens, and I never circle back and finish.
Mm,
It's just the way it is. But this guy here, Jimi Hendrix live in Maui,
okay.
made it all the way through this one, and was delighted to do so. Um, I would say a top five live album from him, top five of all time.
Wow.
This is not on the actual box. This is on the paper, on the plastic. It's just got some absolute crushing tracks on it. It's got Voodoo Child on there, Hear My Train a Comin', Spanish Castle Magic.
Hmm.
It's and I know a lot of the live albums have these, but these versions, killer. And there's an interesting backstory with this album. He had a friend who was trying to build Electric Ladyland Studios at the time, which was costing him a lot of money. He also had a friend who wanted to make this documentary, and he said, I need an advance to try and get this documentary sold. So he get $500,000. His friend,
Mm.
$500,000 advance from the record label. And he said, I got to sell this thing. What better way than to put some of that 500,000 towards getting Jimmy to fly out here and do this? Although it ended up being a little bit of a disaster. Not the show itself, but
The
all of
weather.
all of the goings on with the documentary. I haven't seen it yet, but it didn't quite do what it was supposed to do. But for Jimmy,
That,
he walked away with a top 5 performance, I would say.
it's a it's a great performance, and it's one of those where you can really hear the venue or lack thereof the venue while they're performing. You
Yeah,
can
I
hear like the wind, and you can tell like that you can feel like they're playing outside on a beach.
yeah,
Like it has that feeling.
and I think sonically, I got to give the engineers some credit because it actually sounds good, given that it shouldn't at all. It should sound
It
horrible.
exactly.
It
That's a lot.
should
That's a lot to work
it
with.
should sound horrible, and it doesn't, and that's incredible to me. So amazing one. It's kind of reinvigorated. I've been eyeballing Jimi Hendrix again. I've been reinvigorated by that, and I spun Led Zeppelin Houses of the Holy because it's just. I'm reading the Led Zeppelin biography right now because I just finished Geezer. And by the way, Geezer, in his last chapter of his book, he talks about the music he listens to now, and he goes, a lot of people would think I listen to metal because I'm one of the godfathers of it. He goes, I don't. I'm an old guy. He goes, I like jazz. He goes, probably the heaviest band I listen to, and I think the best band going right now is Rival Sons, is what he says.
No.
Swear to God. And Ozzy actually
That's in the book?
in the book, swear to God,
Wow.
it's one of the only bands he names.
Wow.
I'm
Okay. Well, I mean, if that's the
Everyone
case,
is
I'm
dead
definitely
asleep,
behind on listening to these albums.
dead asleep at the wheel with Rival Sons. God, it makes me so mad. That's what I spun.
Wow. Wow. Any new pickups? Any new pickups this week? You got rid of a
No,
lot of stuff.
I'm still in the selling mode. I have one batch to go. I'm going to sell a little lot of jazz. It's only like 20 or 30. And I pulled the trigger on one literally 5 minutes before we recorded this.
I love that.
It's an RSD from a few years back, and I'm not going to spoil it. You folks are going to have to see what it is when it comes in. It's not an expensive one.
Okay.
It's a cheap one, but I like it.
Okay. Hmm. All right. Well, I'm excited to find out.
Yep.
I'm excited to find out.
So you knew it wasn't going to be too long before I snuck back into buying a couple. There's some on my radar. Last week I mentioned that Archie Shepp and oh
Mm-hmm.
man, the Ordsted Peterson album, that one's high on my list, and then the Jocko, the music on vinyl, self-titled, high on my list as well.
Yeah. It's a good one. That's on my list too. I'm surprised that I don't own it already.
Me too.
I don't know.
It's a little
For some,
elusive. It's tough to find,
for
and
some,
it's oddly expensive. It's like $45, and then you got to add
for some
shipping,
reason,
so it's like
yeah.
$50. It's
Yeah.
tough.
It's weird. It's one that I'm surprised I've got so many deeper cuts from him, but I
Yeah,
don't have that one.
yeah,
It's strange, but um, yeah. Well, so I've got a few more to
beautiful.
go through as I normally do.
A haul.
Um,
This is a haul, right?
so I'll start with the ones I listened to,
Yep, beautiful.
and then we'll go into the ones that I picked up that I haven't listened to. So everything. Ugh, I spent too much money. Everything was picked up this week. Half of them I've listened to. Half of them are for this weekend that I haven't got to yet. But we'll start
You
with one that's
greedy.
yeah. First one's an unofficial pressing. This is bootleg for all intensive purposes. We can call it that, but sounds great.
Beautiful.
Um, but there's no official pressing of it. So I went for this because I found it for an okay price. But it's Corn Unplugged.
That's a very interesting album. They have kind
It
of an Eastern vibe going on with some of the instrumentals on that.
it is.
They're like,
It,
and I can't remember what it is that made me think that. I don't know if it's like the percussion or bongos or if
it's
there's
a
a
percussion.
okay, it
Yeah.
just has an Eastern feel to it, like
It's kind of the bongo,
maybe like a
like,
Northern African feel,
yeah,
like
yeah.
that,
It's the drums and percussion.
like a Moroccan feel. That's more what
Yeah,
I'm trying to say,
yeah. Um,
which
Great
I
album,
like.
honestly. This is an unofficial, like I said, it's a bootleg pressing. It's probably from a digital source, but it sounds good.
Yeah,
I'm not upset about it at all.
no,
I got it cheap. I would not spend crazy money. I know sometimes these things go for way too much. I
yep,
picked this one up because it was cheap. Um, like $20, so not bad. But
no, not bad at
some,
all.
I wish there was an official pressing because it's got Freak on a Leash with Amy Lee, which is interesting. More excitingly, it's got Make Me Bad and In Between Days featuring Robert Smith of The Cure. So
I
that one,
forgot about that. Wow.
that that is more what I enjoy from this one than necessarily the Amy Lee one. But a great album,
Now
fun
imagine if
stuff.
we could have gotten that or Alice in Chains unplugged instead of the Tony Bennett on this record store day list.
You're jumping ahead. You're jumping
I
ahead.
know.
I
I'm
wish.
just
I
teasing the
wish. The
preview.
Alice in Chains is coming. It's
It
coming. I
has
don't.
to.
I don't own that one yet. I have a. Unfortunately, I hate saying it. I have a bootleg. It sounds terrible of that
Oh, just frisbee it in the
unplugged.
trash.
It
Frisbee
it
it right in the
really
trash.
it needs to go in the garbage. It sounds horrible. It's one of the worst sounding albums in my collection. But it's a placeholder because I wasn't going to spend like I don't know
Yeah,
250 on
some
a Mauve
ridiculous amount.
pressing that I regretfully didn't pick up when they were like 50. When it was like $50, and I'm like, that's too much. I'm not going to buy
Can
it.
you imagine?
$200 later, there's that. Next is kind of an interesting. I was excited. I didn't know this existed, and I this was a fun one to find. This is a campfire at Fatty's.
Yeah, you were telling me
So
about this.
yeah, this is Fat Mike from NoFX,
Yep.
and it's I guess from like a podcast. that they did. Then they made a live album out of it. So it's one take. People from a bunch of bands sitting around a campfire playing their songs
One
acoustic.
take. Wow. I
One
love
take.
that.
It's got all the banter. It's got everything in
I
between
love
songs.
that.
It's a fun listen. It's got some great deep cuts in it. It's got some covers of No Effects songs by some of the other people playing. It's a lot of fun. I was very happy to find it. I didn't know this existed. I saw it in the store and I was like immediately from the cover, I was like, well, it looks like them playing acoustic at a campfire. Looked it up on Discogs. Sure enough, that's what it was.
I love it.
Uh, Cool pressing too. So like it's got the whole campfire, and then the pressing is like a yellow orange, uh,
Oh,
kind of clear. So it looks kind of like a fire. So
that's
cool,
awesome. A
cool.
variant
Was
to boot.
what? Yeah, yeah. I wasn't upset about finding that one.
That's solid.
So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Next one we talked about last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't know whenever it was that it was an album that I've been looking for, and I found a decent copy that I picked up. Not probably not the final copy. I'm going to get probably another one eventually, but I found a U.S. first pressing of Tears for Fears, songs from the Big Chair. I've been looking
Love
for this one for a
that.
while,
I need that. That one's
and
on my list too. That one's
this
gonna be one that
album.
I'm gonna get it if it falls in my lap.
Yeah, and that's kind of what it was with me is I
Yep.
was waiting for the repress. The repress had really bad reviews of the remaster. I didn't like that the deluxe had an alternate cover. This cover is just too iconic for me to have it that way. And then I was
It's
like,
you and
well, you
me.
know what? I'm gonna fall on the bandwagon of everybody else and try to pick up an early copy before the
Hmm.
price goes up too much. So I got this again, not too bad. It was like $20. I know that's probably more than it was a few years ago, but um, these early pressings of this album, this is a 1985 um, US, not a UK, but it, man, does it hit. The bass is rocking.
I
It is
love
fat,
that.
it is round, it's good
Oof.
all the way through to the end. The like it's the clarity is great on it. It dead quiet and it's like I said, there's like a Japanese pressing that I was interested
Why do you
in. There's
feel
the
that you want to
MoFi.
get another one down the road if that one sounds good?
Uh, because I just can't help myself. So
I didn't know.
the
I and
pressing itself is clean.
the reason I
The
ask is I didn't
cover,
know if maybe there is something that they got coming down the pipe, or if there was a reason, or if just cause.
no, it just wasn't the one I was originally looking
I
for. I
got
picked
you.
it up because it was a good deal.
Yeah, yeah,
I was between the Japanese pressing, the early Japanese pressing,
yep.
or the MoFi that came out. Both are more expensive. The Japanese isn't as expensive as the MoFi.
Hmm.
Um, there's some interesting stuff too with the mix that took place between the Japanese and the remaster, and with
Interesting.
the flipping channels and left and right and things like that. So there is some differences in the actual mix on those.
Okay,
So it's probably one that I'll end up with multiple copies of. Um,
I like it.
but am I upset about this? No, not at all. This
No
copy was
way.
way too clean. It's funny
That
that
is
it's
gonna
like I
be
summoned it.
that's gonna be one of those that I will request the next time I visit. That's gonna be
It
high on my request list.
it sounds great. Are there a couple, pops through it, but nothing? I mean, honestly, it sounds great.
That's
It sounds
solid.
you in today's standards, it would be almost audiophile grade being. But
Now
then to
you're
think it was a mass-produced album of hundreds of thousands, probably in the '80s when it
Oh
came
yeah,
out.
it's definitely that was a
Um,
huge album.
so just man, the album is start to finish. It's a perfect album. It really is. But yeah, so that was that. Next one I got, man, I've been looking at this album forever. I've passed on it so many times. The cover that I got is a little bit beat up, but the record itself is VG plus. Looks really good. But this album is, I can't believe I didn't already own it, but it's Kraftwerk, uh, Man Machine,
I don't know anything about it.
and you disappoint me sometimes. But this
I've never heard of that in my life.
very, very important album in electronic music. I guarantee
When did it
you,
come out? It
you've
looks 80s.
80,
7?
78, 78.
Whoa, that's
Yep.
early.
Very, very important in electronic music. I guarantee you, maybe you don't know the songs in this, but these songs have been sampled by so many artists through the years that you've probably heard songs on it and just don't realize that you know them. And then you'll listen to it and you'll be like, oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that melody or that synthesizer. Um,
Interesting. Okay.
it's an album that honestly I back when I was in college studied electronic music, and it was one that was heavily talked about, listened to, and at the time I was like, okay. And over the years, it's really grown on me. And the amount of times that I've seen it and I've been like, I don't need it. I found a good copy and I was like, I don't know why I've been waiting on this. And then I listened to it, all of those that I've showed so far, I've spun, um, was like, I played it and I'm like, man, this album is so good. Why did I not have this in the
Now I got to
collection
go listen
5 years
to it.
ago?
I got to listen to it now and do the short thing we keep talking about where I got to do a reaction via short. And folks, for those of you listening, the reason we do this, our happy hour every Friday or at least once a week is our goal, is to learn about new music, right? To tell you what we've spun. Maybe there's things that you've spun. You can put them in the comments.
Hmm.
The whole idea is we want to learn about new things. That's the whole community we're trying to build here at the Riff Circle. So um, put what you spun in the comments and interact with us and what you liked. Maybe you did. Maybe things you didn't like. Maybe you don't like the hot take on the Jimi Hendrix being a top 5 in Maui. I don't know.
Mm,
I don't know. But that's
maybe,
that's the whole goal. That's why we do this. What else you got
maybe.
for us, Mitchell? I know that stack is
There is
is
still quite a
tall.
few. So I've got a few left here. These are now, that's everything I spun.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
what I've listened
So
to.
next is Hall,
Um,
but haven't tested out yet or listened.
oh, actually, no, I take that back. One more of these I did spin. Actually, let me get to that one first. Let me do that one first here. Uh, I'll do that and then I'll jump into everything that I haven't. So this got like 4 spins this week.
I meant to say because I knew that was coming up. That one is high on my buy list. I've sampled it, love it, high on my list.
This Rhino Reserve, Charles Mingus, Blues Roots. If you buy it, that's all I have to say about it. Just
The
buy it.
reviews on it are incredible, and I think the mono pressing of it does a lot of justice because people are saying it's punched right out front, which is very mono. You know, and
It's
the banter is the key. That's the
it's
key because you hear it all because they did it in studio, the improvisation, and I guess it was just a raucous time in the studio, and it translates very well.
oh it does, man. This album is
I can't wait to get that
this is
one.
honestly this is a good if this is an album if you like maybe just got into jazz music and you're still kind of learning it and maybe you've heard like Kind of Blue, maybe you've heard Love Supreme, maybe you've
Yeah, I
heard
agree
Take
with that.
Five, Dave
Yeah,
Brubeck.
it's not super gnarly. Like it's
Th-
not gonna scare you away.
yeah, because it is more of a blues oriented jazz album,
Yep.
as it is with Blues and Roots, but it's got a little bit of kind of the unique bass soloing in it and some of that, but it's not so out there
Yep.
abstract that would turn people off. It's a little bit in the vein of like Take Five
Yeah, it's a
from
little
Dave Brubeck,
safe.
where it's got that lively, upbeat energy through the
Yeah.
entire thing. It's a fun
Yep.
jazz album. It's not a
Yes.
hard to swallow one.
Which is funny. They went with that cover, that album
Because he
art.
looks like he's like,
It's very
just
somber. It's
meditating.
like
Yeah.
but
But it's
that's not how the feel is.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard the album before. I don't know other pressings of it. What I can assure anybody listening, watching today, the Rhino Reserve, impeccable. It is a perfect pressing.
The reviews
I put
online
the needle
are
down.
outstanding.
I did not hear a sound. The album sounded huge. You could hear every fret, every fingering, every slide. You can hear in the
That's
background them
just
talking to each other while they're playing. It was an experience, and it was
that
one of
is
it's you know you have a good album when it finishes and I immediately flip it over and start it again. Like I just did not get enough from one playthrough. I have to stop what I'm doing to do a second playthrough. And it's honestly it's probably going to get spun again this weekend.
it's
It'll probably be
so
tomorrow
good.
morning's album.
Oh
So
my god.
it is for 31.99 I think is the Rhino Reserve
It's a
MSRP.
steal.
Absolute steal. Absolute steal.
It's gross.
What they're doing is amazing. So, yeah. So, all right.
Beautiful.
Moving on to things. Moving on to what I have not listened to yet that I picked up this week. Some ska.
I love
Ska Boom
ska.
by the
Love me
Toasters.
some ska.
So we got the Toasters, Ska Boom, big Toasters fan. Toasters, Pie Tasters, Scatolites, all those different bands, more deeper ska than what people are more familiar with. But pick this one up. Pretty exciting find, I guess. Uh, I don't know what it is. Orange press. I haven't opened it yet. I think it says it's an orange pressing, but
Very
which
nice.
there's no orange on the cover. It's red and blue, but that's okay. Excited to listen to that one. I'm sure it'll be fun.
Can't go wrong with
Next
ska.
Next one is a pre-order. We just talked about this band a minute ago. Pre-order that I've been waiting to come in. It should have been here like a week ago. It was delayed. I thought it was lost in the mail. I had to email the company, but it showed up. It is my pressing of Alice in Chains.
That is a big one running the circuits right now.
It is. I'm very excited to listen to it. I had a hard time picking what pressing I wanted when this was announced, 30th anniversary. I'm very excited about the one I chose. It is translucent highlighter yellow with black and white splatter,
Come on.
which,
It's just
if you
perfect.
look, it's hard to tell on camera, but the
The
eyes
eyes.
are that green yellow
Yes.
color and then the black and white.
Oh, it's
The
perfect.
CD itself was like bright yellow,
Interesting. I didn't know that.
like a highlighter yellow. So I think the indie store pressing is just all clear highlighter yellow or whatever they're calling it. But
Yep.
to kind of go along with how the CD was when it came out. But man, am I excited to put this one on. So many good songs. Sludge Factory's on this one, and what do we got? Heaven Beside You's on this album. So many good songs. But slowly rounding out the represses of the Alice in Chains. Just give us unplugged,
Beautiful.
people. Just give us unplugged.
I know. 100%. It's a
All right,
cash
next, so you don't know
cow.
what's that?
It's a cash cow.
Oh, it really is. It really is. We just got Dirt. Dirt was last year? I think they repressed Dirt. So we're slowly going through. So it's a matter of time. It's
It's coming.
probably this year.
Probably
I
record
think
store day
winter,
of
maybe.
Black
Maybe.
Friday. Maybe we'll see.
Maybe I don't know. It's such a big release. I feel like they might just. I think they're just going to go major with it
Yeah,
and
that's
do
true.
different variants,
That's
probably.
true.
But
Good. Yeah, it's a good point.
um,
You're right.
next up, my last three of the week. Today's Friday. New records came out. So guess what I did? I went to the record store before we did this call, and I picked up some stuff. So you are unaware of these. I didn't send you pictures. You don't
I
know. So
love a
first,
surprise haul. I love it.
I could not help myself. My new addiction, Rhino Hi-Fi was the addiction. Now I'm into Rhino Reserve. So I picked up Otis Redding Soul album,
Love
Rhino
that.
Reserve. So
What's the
very
price tag
excited.
on that say? I can't read that.
31.99.
Okay, so just
So
MSRP straight up.
MSRP for these,
Beautiful.
and I will happily pay
I
that each time.
desperately need to know how that one is.
And Otis Redding, his first album, Pain in
Pain
My
in
Heart.
My Heart. I have an Otis Redding, Jimi Hendrix live album.
That one's so good.
I'm a
I know
big
exactly
fan
what you're
of that
talking
one.
about.
That's a cool
So
one.
good.
That's a really cool one.
Um, was that Monterey Pop?
I think so.
I think
I
Monterey
think
Pop.
that sounds right.
Yeah. Man, am I excited to listen to these. These will probably be all tomorrow morning. Very excited about those.
Oh,
And like I
I'm
said,
gonna need the text.
I saw all these in the store and I had to pick them up. And the last one, so three Rhino Reserves today, Donny Hathaway live.
Donny Hathaway live.
So to be honest, it's a shame that I'm saying this. I've not listened to this before,
I
but
have
it's
not either.
listed. It is listed on the best live albums of all time list. So
Whoa.
I saw that. I saw it was Rhino Reserve. And I also saw, I can't tell, it's a gatefold. I don't have any other Rhino Reserves that are gatefolds yet.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
excited to see what they do with that. But I did sample like 30 seconds of one song, and it felt like I was in the nightclub on my cell phone through a speaker, standing in the record store. What does this sound like? Real quick to not be a
Oh, I
total blind
love
buy.
that.
And it had very soulful, very like, man, I am in the club with them right now.
Oh, I
So,
love that.
um,
I'm gonna need an update on all three of those in
Yeah.
case I need to get them.
Yeah, this one is probably, if we weren't doing this tonight, this is probably what we'd be spinning right now. It's a perfect one for the glass of wine, I think. But
Oh, wow. Absolutely.
so that's it.
Beautiful.
We said it was a couple weeks ago. I said, the Rhino Reserve. I bought the Porno for Pyros one was the
Mm-hmm.
first one I've got from them. It sounded amazing. And was like, oh, they haven't really released anything else yet that's jumped out at me. And then
Yep.
here we go this week, the Mingus and the Otis Redding and the Donny Hathaway,
The
and like now they're
Mingus,
just expanding.
the
And
Mingus, and well, you telling me about them, and then the reviews I'm reading about the Mingus, I'm like, this Rhino Reserve is the real deal.
so that Mingus, I am shocked that they didn't make it a Rhino Hi-Fi. It is to the quality of a Rhino Hi-Fi,
I wonder
and
what the
but
difference
it's
is between
but
the
it's ten
two
dollars cheaper.
specialty shops. Yeah, exactly.
It comes with a little bit less. It's bare bones. It's
Yeah,
just a regular jacket.
slides
I
out.
mean, it's
Yeah,
good, great quality jacket, but it is just a
but it doesn't.
generic.
It doesn't have the
There's no
number, the
gatefold. It
individual
doesn't.
number, the
There,
OBI, all that.
yep, exactly. It doesn't have an insert with like the master tape on it that kind of tells you about it. It is a little more bare bones in that aspect. But am I upset about it? Not at all, because
How could you be?
what it was, did I open it and go, oh, there's not an insert telling me about it? But then I put
No,
the album on and I said, I don't care.
not needed.
This sounds
Not required.
so good. I would buy this a second time already owning a copy. It's that good.
Wow.
And Rhino, keep doing it. Hi-Fi's at $40, Rhino Reserve at $30.
Perfect. And
Steal
then,
the market.
oh yeah, no,
Steal the
for real.
market.
And then they're just like baseline ones. Like the Yes album I got was like 23. Like that's remastered. That's not bad.
I don't know. Rhino's been doing it
They're
very
killing it.
well
Absolutely killing it.
lately.
They really are.
Anybody that's sleeping on them, that's been thinking, because I know, maybe 10 years ago there were some questionable pressings and things that they did, but don't be fooled by that.
No.
These ones are the real deal. You can put them up against so many different other albums.
Oh, for sure.
They sound incredible. So that's it.
Beautiful
That's it.
haul.
Big
Love it.
stack.
I
Big
love it.
stack.
Folks, tell us what you spun in the comments. We want to know. What'd you spin? What'd you think of what we spun? What'd you think of the hauls?
Hmm.
What do you think of Rhino? All right, Mitchell, we're going to switch gears here. Okay, so we got it pulled up here. Record store day. This is the big segment of the happy hour show here. So, Mitchell, I'm going to just scroll through and kind of go through things that stand out to me that I personally want. And then you folks at home, put in the comments what stands out to you. What are you dying to get? Everyone's different. Everyone's got the kind of the chase thing.
Yeah.
And then Mitchell, maybe there's something on here you think is of high value. Maybe you don't want it, but you think it's one everyone's going to want. So, going down the list, we got a couple of things that are a little bit intriguing, but nothing too much. Now I'm a big Yes fan. Okay, so John Anderson and the Band Geeks here. That was a big one that I looked at. I sampled it, and it's a John Anderson solo album, so it's kind of it's what we were talking about on one of the other episodes that you folks can go take a look at. It's kind of it sounds, and the John Anderson tried and trues are gonna murder me in the comments, but it's a little bit of a Yes light.
Mm. Okay.
John Anderson is a big part of Yes, and I love Yes, and I think John Anderson's great. But you take away, Squire and some of the other, Steve Howe, some of the other big names in Yes, and it doesn't sound like, it just kind of sounds like Yes light. I'd rather just have John Anderson doing a Yes album, honestly. And I know some people won't like that take, but that's your hot take of the night. Now, Baby Metal, I know that one's on your list. Talk to me
Yeah,
about that one.
it is. Yeah, yeah. That one's definitely Baby Metal Live at O2. It's for Metal Fourth, their newest album that came out. A lot of features on it. I'm not sure if those features were people that were actually there or if they're just recorded in. They might be recorded in. I've seen them live. It could be like playing in the background and then performing with. But that one's on my list. It's clear pressing, I think is what it said somewhere. I feel like I read that. But their last live album was for whatever reason, only in like a PVC sleeve. I don't know why they did it. So I'm
Weird.
excited to see what that one looks like.
I'm looking at
Um,
here. Clear
and
vinyl
then,
features fan favorites. Yep, and it's limited
yeah, yeah,
to where I see it, limited to 3,000.
3,000.
Should be available. That means
I
available.
think so.
Yeah,
I don't think,
that's
at
the
least
right amount.
in my area, it'll probably sell out by the end of the weekend, but it's probably not going to sell out immediately. There's some big features on it. You know, you got Tom Morello and Poppy's on there
Oh,
and
I didn't even
Electric
see
Callboy.
that.
So,
Wait a minute. Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, so there's some pretty big features on it with all features that were on the album.
Yeah.
So, and then some songs like "Gimme Chocolates" on there. That's not on that album, but it's a big hit of theirs. So
Yeah.
excited for that one. I'll pick it up if I see it.
Yep.
Probably not going to hunt for it, but I don't think I'll have any struggle finding it. Next one, right immediately after that on the list is Bad Brains Live.
Yep.
So I missed the Bad Brains Live album that came out on the last record store day. I did not think it was going to sell out immediately, and I did not see it one time. Didn't see it at any store that I went to.
Interesting.
So this one will be on my list. I think, a Bad Brains Live at maybe CBGB. I think I have. This one's from the Eye Against Eye tour in '87. So I'm pretty excited. I don't know what Solar Flare vinyl
My
is.
guess is it's going to be
Red,
the
orange.
cover of his shirt that he's wearing, the jacket he's got on is my guess, which
Could
would be
be.
cool.
Could be.
The
We'll
font's
see.
kind of solar flare color.
Yeah, if I see this one, I think this one will be probably a get. As we talked about a few videos earlier, I've been in a pretty big Bad Brains kick lately, so I probably would get that one. Again, I'm not going to go crazy if I don't get it. I'm not going to go hunting it down, but if I see it, I'll probably end up with it with my hands.
Yep. No, I like the play. The Chet Bakers they made my maybe list.
Yeah, mine as well.
If they fall in my lap, maybe. It depends on how much I have heading up to the register. If I have a ton, I'll pass. But you can't really go wrong with Chet Baker. Anything?
No, you can't.
But we'll see. We talked about the Tony Bennett.
So
Oh, sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead.
so the Chet Bakers, I mean, those ones live in Japan, it's got me on that part.
Yep.
The fact that it's two, you have to get volume one and volume two
Yeah.
instead of being packaged together. I feel like is a money grab a little bit. And I feel like, I mean, for me, volume one, no, I can't get this to load. It's just not scrolling for me.
Oh, it's all
But
right.
yeah, there
I
it is.
have it.
Volume one has My Funny Valentine on it.
Yes, it does. On
Which
the
I'm
bottom.
a big fan of that one. So
Yep. Classic, probably
again,
the classic jazz song of all time, almost I would say.
so maybe that's a strong maybe. Only to 1,000. Each one's only to 1,000. But I
Which
don't
is
like that they
shallow.
didn't just. I just don't like that they didn't put them all together.
I do agree with that. It does have money grab feel to it when they're very clearly should have been packaged as a double LP.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you gonna
Yep.
do? We talked about the Tony Bennett MTV Unplugged. We would love to have seen it be a myriad of other unplugs. But it is what it is. I'm gonna not have that one. I'm gonna pass on that one. Now
The tough thing with that one is like I love getting all the unplugged albums. I
they
just
are
enjoy
nice.
the MTV Unplugged in general.
Yeah.
This is from '94. If it was inexpensive, I would absolutely pick it up.
Yeah. Now I think it will be expensive
it's
just because you're paying that record store day premium. I think if
it's
you
gonna be
wait
like
on this one,
$50.
if you wait like 6 months on this one, you can get it for $15. That's my
what I'm
guess. You heard
thinking.
it first.
That's what I'm thinking. It's got some good songs on it. I do like Tony Bennett. It is a double LP, but I'm betting it's $50-$60 with that premium on it. 20
Oh,
printed
yeah. Oh, yeah.
200
I
2200.
Fly Me to the Moon
Yeah.
on there. Yeah.
Yeah, Fly Me to the Moon's on it. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
the track list looks nice. It's got Elvis Costello on there as a feature. It's kind of nice. Katie Lang. Yeah, no, I don't think it's bad. I just would have rather have seen a few others that I would have put higher than that.
From the Unplugged series, we need major releases of every Unplugged.
Oh,
We don't need them
100%.
trickled in. Just
No.
give us every Unplugged show that's came out.
And you know which ones we want, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Black Sabbath featuring Tony Iommi. I've ranted about this one in another episode. Everyone wanted this to be Tony's solo debut. He wanted it to be solo. The label made him slap Black Sabbath on it. Now that said, it's not a bad album. There's a few tracks on here that have some just big, heavy riffs, but then it's got some big cheese too. No Stranger to Love is tough to listen to, and that's a single, of course. It's
Of
just
course
tough.
it is.
And of course, that's the remastered edition. Now includes the single remix version of No Stranger to Love, so you get a brand new version. So, you
There we
know,
go.
I think
Splatter vinyl.
it is a splatter. I do like that. I'm not going to get this one. I'm going to wait. If this thing drops to below 15, I will get it. Which 5,400 copies is a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
I'm surprised. There's some albums that I think are much more popular than this one
I agree.
is. I think they're, again, like you said, they're playing off the fact that the name says Black Sabbath. So it's like the record label is
Still getting greedy.
still doing that, going, we'll press this album that nobody wants to listen to, but it says Black Sabbath on the cover, so people are going to buy it. So let's double the pressing amount from what we've got of these other artists that we really needed more of.
That's exactly it. And I'll say this about it. This is what I think why they went with a big number, other than the name that you mentioned, which I agree with. They know that Black Sabbath anything, especially this one, because this one does sell well, it will sell eventually. It's not going to sell out day one. It's not going to sell out in the first 3 months. But they know it'll sit on the shelves and people will sell this out over time. Maybe it'll take a year or two, but it'll sell out. That's a fact. People are always looking to buy this. So, that just is what it is. And again, if it drops below 15, I'll get it. Just because it's a good album. It's not a Black Sabbath album, but that's for a whole nother episode.
That's a whole separate thing.
Next one that stands out to me. Well, now I want to touch on Bruford. Feels good to me. That's the Yes drummer.
Okay.
Yeah. So Bill Bruford. I'm going to be honest. I don't know this. So formerly of Yes, King Crimson. Crimson. And Genesis. So he's made the rounds. He's excellent. I mean, just a phenomenal drummer. I'll be honest with you, though. I don't know his solo work. I tend to stay away from solo work because it tends to not be that great. But I am going to sample this one, and it is on my maybe list. Let me back up. It's not even on my maybe list. I have two lists: sample, and then the maybe must get list. So this is on my sample list for sure. Bill Bruford.
It's a Culture Factory pressing. I feel like these tend to sit. And I see them sitting around. It's also interesting to me. They consider these a limited run regional focus.
Yeah.
So
it could be UK. Maybe
I would love to know the market research that goes behind Bruford and what region listens to Bruford the most.
It would be UK for sure.
This is the U.S. list. U.S. list.
No, I know.
Why wouldn't they just press?
No,
the UK?
you're right.
Like,
I don't know.
Like, do they decide like, wow, the Northeast has nothing better to do than listen to Bruford?
That's a good point.
I don't know.
I don't know. So no, you're absolutely.
I'm not knocking on it at all. It's more I'm just curious as to where do they come up with this research when they say this is a regional focus? What is the region?
You're
and
absolutely
how
right.
did they do this research?
I agree. So I incorrectly went with what my gut was like UK would eat this album up in its second. But you're right.
Yeah,
this is the US list. So I don't know.
You could be right too. I mean, regional focus could be that it's a UK that's also in the US, regionally focused on you. I don't know. I have no idea. I just saw that on here, and I don't know what that means, and I was interested. It intrigued me.
No, I got you. I'm going to scroll down to a must get. The first must get for me on the list is the Brandi Carlile Live at Easy Street Records Volume 2. I love me some Brandi Carlile. I think she's an amazing singer. And I have a live album of hers. I can't remember off the top of my head which one it is, but I love it. In this one, I did a quick sample of it, and it looks to be at least what I sampled, maybe partially acoustic, if not all. And I can't get enough acoustic stuff lately. I've been obsessed with it. I like the unplugged stuff lately. So Brandi Carlile is a must-get for me.
You did pass Jeff Buckley on there live. That
15,400.
It's 15,400. Huge release. Jeff Buckley has very few recordings available. This one's a very strong maybe for me. The only
Okay.
reason it's a strong maybe is because I've got way too many maybes and I'm not sure what's going to make the cut.
Yep.
But this one is very, very tempting. I think a lot of people are going to be going for. I think a lot of people are going to be lined up for it. But 15,000 does feel like a lot. I think it might make it through the weekend. So
That's a ton.
I
Fifteen
may
four
hold on
is
it,
a
but like I said,
ton.
it's an exclusive. It's not a first. His stuff is very rare. There's not a lot of it out there, so it will sell out. I think it's
So
just going to take a little bit of time.
I'm going to short this stock and say no way 15.4 makes it. That's a ton.
Wow. Okay.
15.4 is a lot. Now he
I mean,
does have
maybe.
some intriguing things on here. So
I'm going to short your stock and say Bruford's not selling out at 1,000.
no,
So
I predict won't. That's not even. I'm not on that stock. I don't think it'll sell out at all. Now he's got some interesting things on here. MC5's Kick Out the Jams and something that I personally want to hear. I'm not going to buy the album to hear it, but I'm curious.
the
What
Led
does
Zeppelin.
a Led Zeppelin parody mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. And then you have
It,
Edith Piaf. I have Piaf does Paris, of course, a very famous French singer. And this, of course, he did that because the recordings were in Paris, 6th and the
he
7th.
also
So, he's got some
and he's got
interesting
well,
things on here.
but we also can't forget it has the second to last track on the whole album is his cover of Hallelujah, which is one of his most renowned songs, and most people that's what they know him for is his version of that song. So
Yep.
he's got it on
Written
here
by
live.
Leonard
So
Cohen, I believe.
yeah, yeah. So
But no
yeah,
way is
Nina
he.
Simone, EFP. So it's
He's not touching 15.4. That's all. That's the takeaway. You can hold
I
on
think
that. That'll be in the clearance
I
bin.
think you're undervaluing how important he is, but we'll see. We'll see.
I mean,
It's a
that's what
maybe.
yeah,
It's a
I
maybe.
get it.
This is the other thing I have to point out before we get any
Yeah,
further on
yeah.
the list here because we got quite a bit to go through here. But it's a lot of these are on my maybe list until we see the pricing. When we see the pricing come out, then it can be
That's a very good point.
like if
Very
that
good
ends up
point.
being a 2 LP for $65, it's going to be a pass. If it's a 2 LP and it's $35, I'm probably just going to buy it when I see it. It's
What I
like
don't get about that is if you wait a year, you can get it in clearance for $10.
maybe,
No, that's a joke. I don't actually think it'll
maybe.
go to $10, but I do think you'll be able to get this one for cheaper than release day price. I do think so.
Hmm.
15.4 is wild. All right, let's keep rolling here. Ray Charles Live is a maybe for me. This is a
Okay.
classic. It's an absolute classic. It's a 2 LP, quantity 900.
900. Wow.
It's a
Light.
RSD limited run regional focus. So who knows if I'll even stumble upon it, but if I do, I will probably pick it up. I don't have anything of Ray Charles, and live is my favorite thing to get.
Mm,
So
mm.
for me, that's got a little bit extra to it. Okay.
I think I have one live Ray Charles album in the collection. I
Now,
think one.
the next page here, we got, for me, Tyler Childers live from Dinosaur World. I'm going to be honest with you. So I like Tyler Childers quite a bit. Well, I'm just seeing this as a 7-inch, which is not at all what I'm going to go with. But I sampled this and I did not care for it.
Mm,
So I like Tyler Childers. To me, is at his best when he's doing that gritty, just him with an acoustic guitar, giving you the Appalachia blues. That's my favorite version of Tyler Childers.
I agree.
I
That
don't
one
like
live one was is great.
that one's excellent. Yes, uh, but this one here, I didn't love it. It's a 7-inch, so definitely not gonna. I'm just not a 7-inch guy. I don't want to buy 2 songs. It's just not for me. A 7-inch of 5,000 copies. I got to see it because I just don't see it. I have to see it because I don't see it.
Yeah.
Now scrolling down this Coltrane, the Tiberi tapes, they do a good
Hmm.
job of selling this in the write up. Among the most fabled and mythologized recordings of the last 65 years, the private recordings of Coltrane's group made by musician Frank Tiberi in the early 60s have long been subject of jazz world rumor and intense speculation. Okay,
So
I'm
this
kind of
one,
sold, but again, it's just a
so
taste of it. You're only getting 2 songs.
so now here's the thing. It's two songs. One's 13 minutes. One's
Yeah,
12 minutes.
fair, fair.
So and it's Giant Simpson Satellite. Now here's the thing for me. This one's a pass, and the only reason it's a pass is because they've already let us know that in September the complete thing is coming out. So this will be included in whatever comes out in September. Now, I have no idea what the cost of that is going to be, but I don't want, well, I might pick that up and
Yeah,
I don't want to double dip. Like, what is the
yeah,
value of this
yeah, exactly.
once that comes out? Like, this to me,
No, I agree. Now it's interesting.
so
So one of the things I look at when I look at the record store day list is down at the bottom. Now, I don't know, you can't see it because I'm not sharing my screen, but down at the bottom of the release, they have the Facebook like and share, and it says
mm,
14 people like this. That's a lot. That's a lot. That means
people
that
seem
people are
people seem pretty
interested.
excited about this one. But
Th-
again, just like I said,
Yeah, I agree
people are
with you.
excited to hear the sample to know do they want what comes out later.
Correct,
And
and
I
I'm not about
feel
that
like I
life.
will let someone else do that for me because I got too many wants.
Correct. That's 100% correct. But I will say they sold that nicely. I'm not going to get it, but when that comes out in September, I probably will get that.
They did. Now for me, I will pass on that one to pick up the France 1965 John Coltrane
This
Quartet.
this one looks excellent. It's a 4
Elvin
LP,
Jones,
limited to
McCoy
2,500.
Tyner.
I do think this one's going to go fairly quickly. I think it will.
Oh, 65 live in France, and there are big songs on this one.
They
This live
absolutely
set
are.
is big. I mean, it's from multiple shows.
Yeah.
But boy, oh boy, is this one. I mean, you've got my favorite things in Blue Verse and Afro Blue and Impressions and Nyama. It's stacked. McCoy Tyner's on this. Elvin Jones is on this. Like this to me is a great one. And this is only 2,500.
Yeah, I think I don't think it's going to sell out day one, but this I think in 3 months it's going to be tough to get, and I think the price is going to go up on this one. I think this one's safe to buy, even if
I
simply
don't think
you
the
try.
price will go down. I don't
No,
think the price will
that's
go down.
exactly it. I think if you buy this thing day one, you can sell it 6 months from then, and you'll get what you paid for it. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, beautiful, beautiful take. So I'm gonna keep going down the list here. Um,
Cream.
Cream, I
It's an
sampled
interesting one.
it. Uh, I don't know. This is kind of a
I'm
broader
confused
topic.
on this one. I'll be honest.
I am too. So from what I understand and what I could ascertain is there was one of these Wheels of Fire that's one of their albums, but this is a live one, and so but it's got all the same tracks.
Hmm.
For me, it's a strong maybe. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, Cream just never gets there for me in physical media.
Wow.
In physical media, I'll
Oh,
stream
okay. I see.
this. I'll stream this thing.
Yeah.
Um, and man, it's on the maybe list. I'm gonna sample a little bit more of it, uh, because it is available on streaming. But
It
I,
was the hard thing for me. So seven of the additional tracks were issued on Live Cream and Live Cream Volume 2. I own both of those.
yes,
So there's a part of me that's like, and I also have Wheels of Fire. So it's like, do I need it? Like,
you don't.
there's very little that's on here. And for me, I think that's going to be a pass. Also,
Yeah,
RSD first. And it's a black pressing,
yeah.
which means there'll be another pressing of it. So for me, I think this one's going to be a pass, and I think this is going to sit because of that.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. Um,
But
I
I can't lie and say when I first saw it on the list, I was very
I
excited
was
until I started
too.
doing more research. But this is why you do research, people,
This
and
is
you
it.
don't just jump in
No,
and
you're
impulse
absolutely
buy.
absolutely correct. I agree. Because I don't have anything against Cream in physical media. I want to own something from Cream. I just haven't found that thing yet that's like, this is what I want.
Well, you just
So,
need Disraeli gears. That's all you need.
well, that you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Um, King King Crimson live Penn State University. That's a strong maybe for me. A strong
It's a
maybe.
it's a maybe for me. Again, it's an RSD first, so I think I'm gonna pass. I sampled this. You sent me the links on that
Yep.
one, and there were some songs that I was like immediately like, no, I don't need this.
Yep.
And then the next song would come on, and I'm like, this is cool. I
Yep.
need this. And then the next song was like, I don't need this.
Yeah,
So,
it's an ebb and
ugh,
flow for sure. So with the my one thing with this release is and I was texting you this. They have an album that's a compilation of live shows, and this one's embedded in that
yep,
compilation. But the compilation goes in order, so like each disc is a live show. It's like a 3 LP or something. Maybe more
yeah,
than that. It's probably more than that. But it's a box set, maybe. But this is embedded in that. So. Um, you know, I don't know. It's a strong maybe for me because I don't need the box set. I don't need a ton of that.
yeah.
This would suffice. So that's a strong maybe for me. Another maybe for me, Crosby, Stills and Nash, the solo albums. I am a big Stephen Stills fan,
Okay.
and his first album I have it, but I have a bad copy, and you can't really go wrong with Crosby and Nash. Those two albums are both super inoffensive. Am I going to go out of my way? No. But if I'm there and I don't have too many things in my arms, then yeah, I'll snag it.
Nice. Nice. 1950. What an odd pressing amount.
Very strange pressing amount. Um,
These are passes for me, um, because I already own and don't need again. But the Cure greatest hits and acoustic hits, greatest hits, I'm not a greatest hits getter, but acoustic hits,
yep.
for anyone who doesn't own this album, acoustic hits is a must own Cure album.
Okay,
So it is
so
the entire greatest hits album recorded, newly recorded as acoustic.
yes.
Um, so I bought this when the CD first came out for this, and it was the deluxe edition came with the acoustic disc. There was like a special bonus on it,
Yep.
and was one of my favorites for years. And then I bought the record of acoustic hits. Now it's getting a silver bio
I know.
vinyl.
So
Great.
oh, does it
Um,
say bio
it says
vinyl?
bio on it. I don't know. Give us silver, give us virgins, don't give us bios. But
Oh,
like,
I
but
guess it's better than the picture disc that they usually put out.
it's definitely better than their typical picture disc release. But I'm going to keep my black copy on that.
I'm going to
And
be honest with you. This was going to be a must get for me. I was going to bring it up, but I did not see bio vinyl. I'm
yeah,
going to hold.
honestly, you probably still should. If you see it, I would probably still say get it. Bio vinyl can sound good.
Okay.
It's risky. It could sound good.
Ugh.
The black vinyl you can get pretty inexpensively if you wait for it.
Yep.
I don't know what the color pressing is going to do. If I saw it, I would probably pick it up on the whim of that. If I didn't already own it, if I didn't already own it, I would get this if I was out because it is, man, I love that album. I put it on all the time. All the time
It's
I
really
listen to that
good.
one.
I was listening to it when this came out, when I was doing my sampling, and I haven't done all my sampling, but that's going to be a get for me in one form or another, whether it's this version or not. I don't know, but
Yeah. Or just pick up the CD. Pick up the CD. I've owned the CD for, I don't know, 15, 20 years. I don't know how long it's been, but
yeah, the
it's
CD would
been,
not be bad on that. It really wouldn't
but
be.
this is how I know an album is good. I own that CD and listened to it so many times. I had to pick up the record. So it's like
Yeah,
I've rebought it in another format because I had to get it. So,
no, I do like
yep.
that. A strong maybe for me is The Darkness, One Way Ticket to Birmingham, live at
Wow.
the
Okay.
NEC. I want to sample it first if I can find it out there.
Too
But
OP.
I just think it will be interesting. Remixed by guitarist Dan Hawkins and available on vinyl for the first time, this live set features many hits from their first album, Permission to Land, Red and Yellow Marble. I think Darkness is a little underrated. They came out at a rough time,
They
but their
are.
sound is very good.
They are.
They're
They
very
are good.
talented. So that's going to be a listen, and it is a very strong maybe for me.
Permission to Land is such a good album. Their first album, or their hit album. I don't know if it was their first album, but great album.
Yep. Scrolling down, anything jump out to you here?
On this page, Dinosaur Jr. live in Hollywood. That's a maybe. I'm a big Green Mine tour. I'm a big Dinosaur Jr. fan. Not much to talk about. That's a maybe pickup for me
Yeah.
again. I do like them. Do I need another live album from them? Probably not. But it's a good period, 91. So that one's a maybe.
I'm
You
gonna.
got a Doors one on here.
Yeah, the Doors one. So, I'm a Strange Days is one of my favorite albums from them. I rank it very highly, but I'm
So
always
demos.
I'm always suspect at what the Doors estate puts out, because they will put anything out for a money grab, and some of it's great stuff. Some of it's great stuff, and then some of it's not great stuff. I am not really a take one, take two demos backing track guy.
That's what I'm seeing here. I'm reading it and I'm like,
It's just
this one's a
not.
pass for me.
It's just this is a pass for me as well. It's a shame. Hardcore Doors fans out there should get it. If you want everything that they do, I get it. But that's a pass for me. Empire
Yep.
of the Sun Walking on a Dream Collector's Edition is a maybe for me. Excellent swirl. Variant's great. It is a RSD first, but I don't think you can beat that variant.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I haven't sampled. It's been a long time since I've listened to this album, so I got to revisit it. But you know, title track is really good, and I remember listening to this years back, and I liked it quite a bit. So this is a strong maybe. I got to kind of revisit it to make sure it's held up. But I like it. This is a strong maybe for me. As a
Good one.
side note, happy hour, folks. We're in beer number 2, the Golden Monkey.
The Golden Monkey Classic.
This is the
Classic.
Belgian style triple from Victory Brewing Company. 9.5, which is obscene, out of Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Gotta love that. That's right up the road here. It's about 2 hours,
There you go.
2 hours, 3 hours away. The BBC, I'm sorry, Bill Evans at the BBC, the complete
This one's
65
man, another-
London sets.
Another heavy maybe. The set list is so good on this one, but I have so much Bill Evans. Do I need more?
That's the
I don't
thing. Bill Evans is, I mean, he's a legend, obviously very good at what he delivers, but what he delivers is very safe. And what that means is, and I don't want to offend anyone, but to me, if you own a couple albums, you kind of own them all. You're not going to
Yeah.
hear anything too crazy. Now, that said, I am going to sample this one, because the precision at what this, the way this guy plays, it's perfection on a piano. So I will hear it, and I want to just kind of get the feel of what it sounds like. I'm reading the history of it real quick. Transferred original tapes at the BBC, which is great. Limited edition 2 LP set, includes extensive insert with rare photographs from the show and liner notes. I do like that. I'm a sucker for the photographs and liner notes. That is a strong maybe for me. All right, I'm going to skip to page 3 here. Right at the top, Fall Out Boy. So much for Tour Dust, live at Madison Square Garden. This is not a maybe for me. It's a sample for me. I want to sample it before I put it on any of the lists. I'm just curious on how it sounds. I'm not a
20,000.
20. I didn't even see that. That is obscene.
Yeah.
No way they hit that.
If it wasn't that much, it might be a pickup, but I think this is going to be a hold on me. It's a 3 LP, 32 songs, so massive album. I do like Fall Out Boy. I'm particular about Fall Out Boy. I like certain eras of Fall Out Boy, and I also am not liking. I like eras that other people don't tend to like from them.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure so much on this one as much as the.
Now,
younger me would want to pick something like this up.
Yep.
This
No, I get it.
probably is not something I would put on. Like I've been trying to think about like if I'm gonna like, oh man, I'm in a Fall Out Boy mood. Would I put this on or would I put on Follow You Do, which is my favorite album from them, and I'd probably put that on
Sure.
and not
No, I
this.
totally get it. Now, what's interesting to note is down at the like and share, they have 18 people like this, which is the highest I've seen so far,
Interesting. Interesting.
which goes in line with the amount of pressings they're going to do. This one is one I'm going to sample and then I'm going to watch it because I think it's going to go down in price. I think you can get this cheaper than what you can at day one. Just because
I
the
think so
quantity
too.
is so high. 20,000 is a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
All right, scrolling down here.
We got a
Nothing's
Fear Factory. That's probably gonna. It's only 1,000, but that'll probably sit. I think their stuff kind of does.
sure.
Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting one though.
I'm
Uh,
gonna stop at the where'd it go here? The Grateful Dead. Let's talk about this one for a second. Boston Music
uh,
Hall. Now
oh, you
you
jumped down. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We got a couple here to hit before that.
well
Hold on one
let's.
second.
I already got it pulled up on the screen, so let me hit
Oh,
this
okay,
one
yeah,
real
go
quick.
for
Yeah.
it.
So Boston Music Hall 76. I'm a sucker for anything Boston. Mike and I are from New England. Okay, Maine and New
Uh,
Hampshire.
yep.
So it's a 5 LP. Um, this is one I hate to say it, okay, but I don't know how many more Grateful Dead box sets I need to get the point across. Um, because I'd probably just reach for that other Boston
Yeah.
we were talking about the other day in that trio run, right? Um, Buffalo, Boston, and the one I'm forgetting there, the most famous one of all of them,
Cornell.
Cornell. Would I reach for this one instead? I don't know. I'm gonna sample it and just see how they sounded this night. The set list, I'm just scrolling through. It looks great.
If this is a tough thing, is if this was anywhere else besides Boston Music Hall, I'd probably pass because it's
Same.
Boston.
I
They've got
that's.
me where I almost feel like I have to. The set list is great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I agree.
like it is a really you got Mama Tried, Tennessee Jed, Cassidy, Scarlet Begonia on here. I mean, it's Saint Stephen, Ship of Fool, Samson Delight. I mean, it's got everything.
It's got it
Sh-
all.
Uh, it Sugary is on here. It's a great to your point. I've got I don't know 20 live shows
Is
on
a lot.
vinyl probably at this point, something like that. Do I need another one? No, but because they put Boston on it, they that like
I
did they
know.
get me? Did they get me 76 good era?
Probably.
Right before that 77 run. The year
That's
before the
true.
77 run.
That's a good point. So it does slot in kind of nicely to that. I think,
It
listen,
does.
this kind of goes with the other ones. If I'm in the store, if I'm in the record shop, and I don't have
Hmm.
a ton of things, and this is right there, I'm going to get it. I know I will. But,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
do I need
If
it?
it's in front of
Probably
me and it's in
not.
my hands, I'm gonna be picking it up.
Yeah.
I won't be able to walk past it unless it's some absurd price. But if it's in
Yeah,
that
that's true.
if it's in that I feel like
It's a
they're
5. It's a 5. They're probably going to charge you 125 for it.
maybe a lot of times those Grateful Dead ones are a little cheaper than you think, and you see them and it's like a 5 LP and it's like $80,
Oh,
$89.
yeah, you're right. I've
And
seen them like that.
and they do right by us with those where they do price them a little bit lower. And if it's in that price range, if it's like in that 80 range, I would pick it up.
I agree with that.
Um,
I agree.
I
Now, which ones did I miss here that I went past here?
so just a couple I want to touch on that I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
are going to be not for me. John Frusciante, Red Hot Chili Peppers guitar player.
Yep.
A lot of big fans out there of him. I think that is going to be a big one that people are going for. I will not be, but I do think for a fact that that is going to be a popular album. Uh, Another one on here, Jerry Garcia Reflections 50th anniversary. I already have that album, a couple versions of that album. I don't need another one. All while it's tempting, uh, amazing album. I just don't need it. If you don't already own that album, this is a perfect time to pick it up. The 3 LP version of it. Um, It's got a couple live songs and some studio jam. The
Yeah,
studio
studio
jams are the
outtakes,
part.
jams, and
The
four.
studio jams, Mystery Train Studio Jam, all by myself. Those two are the what makes it almost into the maybe list for me.
I'm telling you
I
right
just know
now,
it's
when
going to
I
be
see
more
anything
priced.
that says jam, I start
Yeah.
foaming at the mouth. Please
Yeah.
give me that.
What I need, just for the love of God, record store day, or just Grateful Dead estate, give me the pizza tapes. That's what I need. Give me the pizza tapes, complete pizza tapes, not the CD, which is like the edited, like give me the
Yep.
whole thing,
Give
eight
it to
LP
him
box
raw.
set, make it $200. I don't care. That's the one I want. That's the one I'm
Oh,
buying.
baby's getting
I said
into
it
it
there.
now. All right. No, I
I
I
said it there.
agree. I agree with you.
Uh, what else we got in here? This is a me one. You probably have no idea what this is. Goblin, the singles collection. I already have the complete Goblin box set, so I've got everything Goblin's done.
Yep.
But if you are just dabbling into horror soundtracks, this is a good starting point. Printed to 1,000. It's got Profonda Rosa on it. It's got Suspiria on it, which is probably one of the best horror score songs of all time, possibly. But pick that one up if you don't. Like I said, I already
Yeah, I
own that
like it.
entire that whole collection, but that's a recommendation for me. If you don't, and you're just like, hey, I'm interested in it, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And then the one I have to touch on it because it's the one that I'll be waiting in line for because we all have a woman in our life or someone in our life and that we do things for. And Wicked, A Wonderful Night live, Ariana Grande.
I think
That's
this
what
I think this one's going to hold some serious value. I think a lot of people are going to be doing waiting in line for this. Great
printed to a
variant.
thousand.
Yeah.
So it's not super light, which is good, which means every store should have a couple of them, which
Yep.
is good. Their last couple were for the regular soundtrack sold out and held value.
Yep.
This is an absolute, my girlfriend, it's a must get. She has to have it. Without a doubt, she will wake up early and have me up early to be in line for this one. So we will be in line for this
That's good.
over
So
anything else in this entire list because
so
that's what we do. We take care of the people in our lives.
so now you have no excuse to not walk away with everything because you're going to be the first one in line.
I'll get all the other stuff I want because specifically we need to be there for Wicked Live. So, but it's okay.
Yep.
I
No,
mean,
I listen. You're preaching to the choir. I love that.
is Violet Grohl? I just got distracted. Is Violet Grohl? Is that Dave Grohl's daughter, or is there any relation? I don't know. I see Violet Grohl on here.
Uh,
Is that? I have to look
I
this
don't
up
know.
right
Let
now.
me let me Google it real
I'm looking
quick.
it up. I've got it here. Violet Grohl. I didn't see this one when we looked at this before.
Eldest
I
daughter
have
of Foo
no.
Fighters frontman and former
It
Nirvana.
is.
Yes, she is.
It is. Wow,
Interesting.
interesting. Okay. I'm not picking up that 7 inch, but it's interesting. I'm
That is
intrigued.
very. I'm intrigued.
I know she's done some songs with him, but I didn't realize that she was at the point of making her own, and she's got a 7 inch. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it
Cool,
is
cool
very
stuff. Good for
interesting.
her. Good for her.
The
So Roy
Ahmad
Hargrove on there.
Jamal
That's pretty cool.
live in
Are we on
Chicago.
Ahmad Jamal already? Oh, we are. What do we got here? Did we miss anything? Oh, you skipped the Hello Kitty novelty. All right,
Yep.
moving on.
Blasphemy. Blasphemy. Get it
Ahmad
out of
Jamal. There
here.
he is at the Jazz. This is a must get for me. This one.
So here's the thing. I love Ahmad Jamal, especially the record store day stuff they put out. I will probably get this. Um, do I need it? Probably not. But pressed at Quebec's boutique audiophile pressing plant.
I don't know that.
So it's got the liner notes plus
The liner notes
interviews.
are interesting. Interviews with rapper DJ Pete Rock.
Joe Segal's son Wayne and more. I don't know enough about that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Interesting uh, people that choose to do liner notes on it. 1976 concert in Chicago. Um, this one will be one that I'll pick up if I see it. The theme for
Yeah,
MASH he
I,
does on
I
here.
saw that. I
Interesting.
think I will get this one just because, like I said, I love everything he puts out on Record Store Day.
The thing with Ahmad Jamal is it's one of those that it's kind of like he's kind of like a sleeper success in my collection
I
in the
agree.
sense that he's very easy to put on. anytime. You got people over for dinner, you're having spaghetti dinner, put a Majima on.
Easy.
Everyone's fine with it.
And what I
Everyone's
like
fine with it.
about him though is he's a little bit more daring than Bill Evans in the sense like it
Yeah.
can get
It's a
pretty.
little creative, a
Yeah,
little more
exactly.
creative. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, I
let's
agree with
skip to
that.
the next page here. I'm just scrolling
You
through.
skipped the Elton John's remixes. Okay, I
Yeah,
gotcha. There's a Jack Johnson on here. I don't know that one. Oh, it's a 7 inch again. I'm not into the 7 inches. Jesus
no,
the Mary Chain. All right, yep. Page 4. What are we looking at here? Judas Priest live in Los Angeles, 1990. That's a pretty cool one for the
for
metal people out there.
for the Priest fans, and I don't know what it is, and I know people are gonna want to hang me for this. I don't know what it is. I cannot get into Judas Priest like that. I
Hmm.
don't dislike them. I just can't get into them like that. This will be a record that I think people will love, and I'm sure it's great. But it's not on my maybe list. We got to make cuts, people. Okay,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
this as everyone watching knows, this gets expensive. We got to make some cuts.
Uh,
I'm
the next one. So the next one on the list, Junkie XL Saturday Teenage Kick. That is one that is a quantity of 900, which is crazy
regional
to me.
focus to 900.
If 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 I see this, I'm absolutely buying it. This album has a special place. It was, I don't know, movie soundtracks, video game soundtracks, the amount of places that this album and songs from it showed up on in that 98, I don't know when it came out, time period, 97. Just a lot of people don't realize that they know this, but they do.
That's
So
fair.
this one, it's going to be hard to find. So I'm probably not going to be like hunting for it, but it absolutely, if I see it, I will buy it. It is a must get if I see it.
Now, the write up, they did a nice job of the write up. Composing wildly acclaimed film scores for Mad Max, 300, Divergent, Deadpool. He's worked with Fear Factory. We were just talking about that. So this is an interesting
Yeah,
one. So I think,
and so this is before. So he now does scores for movies. So that's what
yeah,
they're talking about there.
yeah,
This
yeah.
was well before that when he was doing his own
Oh,
music.
yeah.
This is very electronic, borderline industrial, but much more
You
electronic
can kind of see it
from
from the
90s.
cover. I have the cover up on the screen. You can kind of see
Yeah.
it.
Yep. Yep.
No, interesting. Um, all right, I'm scrolling through here. I'm sure the John Lennon will get a lot of
Yeah,
traction.
that'll
It's
be
got a
popular. The Mark
big write
Knopfler
up.
and Emmylou Harris.
Let me see that one. So I'm a Knopfler fan and I'm an Emmylou Harris fan, but I got a sample. This one's on my sample list.
Mm,
The Smoky Marble looks nice. I'm tell you that right now. Um, I'm gonna sample that. We'll see.
yeah. A lot of people be excited about that little peep. Not me, but a lot of
No,
people will be.
you do love that one. Where's the little peep? I'm gonna click on that one. Let's see if it's got any likes on the Facebook share. No, it doesn't.
There's
Okay.
nothing about that I would buy.
Now,
But
Little
I'm sure there's
Feet.
people. I'm sure there's people that would very much be the little peep one. Or the little feet one, not little peep one. We already talked about little feet. That's a U one.
Yeah, Little Feet. It's a top 15 band for me. Um, I have most of their discography. Um, I don't really have much after Lil George passed, so it's all pre. It's all Lil George as the singer and frontman. The debut is kind of nice. I don't actually have the debut, and it's cut from the master tapes, and it's got some stuff I don't really care about on it. I don't need it to be a 2 LP. I would have rather have just been. I just would rather pay the price of a single LP, and
Mm,
you can keep the alternate versions, and
yep.
just give me the remaster on the original tapes. But this
Yeah.
is a strong maybe for me. I do like this album. It sets the tone
Yeah.
for what the band's gonna do, and it's good. It's a good album. Not my favorite from them, but good. So
Yeah.
that's a strong maybe. Scrolling down, Misfits, Famous Monsters. Talk to me about that one, Mitchell. I got it up on the screen here.
That is my number one must get. That's what I'm getting in line for. Is that one right there?
You see how I teed you up for that one? Went
You
right
did.
for
You
it and
did.
teed you up.
You did. I'm a big Misfits fan. This is not Danzig era for anybody that is wondering. There's a lot of people that do not like this album because of that. But at the same time, this is the era that I first heard them. So this is how I got into Misfits. This was 99, Famous Monsters, Michael Graves era. A lot of people are not a fan of Michael Graves, controversial person in the world today. But this album and American Psycho are like childhood albums for me before I then it helped me learn the Misfits to then go back to the Static Age and Die Die My Darling and all that stuff, the Danzig time frame. So for me, very important album. This one's been on my want list for a while. Mauve pressings out there, very expensive.
Oof.
Very excited about this one. Purple and green splatter sounds awesome.
It does sound
Uh,
cool.
I signed up for the IVC membership, Interscope Records, to get American Psycho specifically, the repress of that. So this one, that is my number one top get. So
Number one get. So I
that's my
would
number
like
one.
this one as well. Yeah. No, I think you said it all. But that one is on my list as well. And I think it's accessible at 4,000. I think everyone will have a chance to pick
I
that one
think
up.
so. Also, because there's a lot of people that are diehard Danzig fans and are not a fan of Michael Graves, so
Sure.
they won't pick it up for that.
Yep.
Also, there's a lot of people, like I said, he's been a controversial person over the last few years, so
Yep.
I think that will hurt them a little bit. I will separate the music from the person,
Sure.
in the fact that the album is important to me in childhood time frame. So,
Yeah. I got you.
so for me, for that reason, I don't have it in the collection, any version of it, and I've refused to pick up a bootleg of it. So there
Yeah.
you go.
No, I like it. All right, I'm on the next page here. At the
Yep.
very top, Joni Mitchell for the Roses. That one is on my strong maybe list.
Interesting.
That's
Okay.
one of her better albums. And I like the artwork on this. The artwork's kind of funky.
Is that's not the original artwork,
No, it's
right?
not. No.
Okay. I was
Um,
gonna say I'm looking at this and I'm like, I think I have this album, but I
yeah.
don't know that art.
Well, there is definitely not the original art, but there's a little write up here. Joni originally had intended the album cover to be the art she created that was illustrative of the song For the Roses and showed her cynicism to the music business at the time. Geffen vetoed her artwork because he thought it was not a good look to have a horse with roses coming out of its ass. So
Well,
Joni ultimately compromised to use the Joel Bernstein photo that became the cover. This
that's the cover
special
I know.
limited
Yep.
edition Record Store Day restores Joni's original vision for the cover for the first time on rose-colored vinyl. So I do want this one. The art part of it's cool, but it's not why I want to get it. I just don't own this album, and I think it's one of her better ones. So I'm gonna use this opportunity to get it because it's pretty solid.
Follow up to Blue and Between Court Sparks. So
Yes,
I mean,
and I have both of those. So this one slots nicely into my collection, and I do like the little backstory on the artwork. That is nice. That's pretty cool. So that's a strong maybe to like get for me.
yeah, it's a good one.
Um,
It's a great album.
I
I probably
was-
won't because I already have the album, but
Yeah. If you have
it's
it,
a
I
good one.
don't think it's necessary to get it unless you're big on the album art thing, which some folks are. Now for me, Motley Crue Live Wire EP. I got excited when I saw it, and then when you see EP, this is not it for me. Four tracks is not what I'm looking for.
It's past for me.
I want a live Motley Crue from the 80s. I want it to be
Yep.
obscene, and we just don't have that on this. So that was a pass for sure. Now, next two are interesting. Motorhead.
These the Motorheads.
I'm going to
Yeah.
pass on the Lost Tapes, Volume 7. I have enough Motorhead live. I have every song times a million. I don't need any more. I got it all. I'm looking at my bottom shelf over here. It's all Motorhead. And the anniversary book edition albums are phenomenal, and they all
Those are
come with a
awesome.
live
Those are
show.
cool.
I have every song you could ever want from them. However, The On Parole Steve Wilson remix is interesting to me. Um, the very first recordings made by Motorhead in 75, 76, featuring Lemmy, Larry Wallace from the Pink Fairies, and drummer Phil Taylor, the original drummer Lucas Fox. All 9 tracks have been remixed. Now, normally this wouldn't be a big thing, but I am a big Steven Wilson remix fan.
Mm,
And I think I'm more intrigued at what he's going to do with Motorhead. Talk about a tough band to remix.
yeah.
Um, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a trust fall exercise, and I think he's gonna nail it. Very
Okay.
hard to do. It could turn out to be shit, and it could be a product of what he's working with might not be great. But early Motorhead remix from Steven Wilson, pressed on black and white. I don't think it's a day one. I don't think you need to day one this. Um,
What's it pressed to?
5,000. That's a lot.
It might sit. It might sit for a little bit.
I think it'll sit for a little bit. I have noticed that the Lost Tapes series tends to sell out pretty quickly for whatever reason. But I think, I don't know if some of the folks are like me. I got a little bit of fatigue on the Lost Tapes series. It's like, how many more of these do we need? It's kind of, you're at the point now where you're starting to get into the stuff we've heard a million times. But
I feel like the quantity has went down on them, like the pressing quantity, and that's the reason they've sold out. Is I feel like they've been reducing them
you could be right. I'm not sure.
for the tapes
Yeah.
ones.
No, I got you. You could be right on that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But for me personally, the On Parole is going to be that will be a must get for me. If I see it in the store, I'm not going to go and chase it. I'm not going to go run around and try and get it because I think at 5,000 you can get it a few weeks later and even a few months later. But that's the one I'm looking at. Scrolling down, you just shout out if anything.
A lot of Muse fans out there. Those
Yep,
EPs will probably be big for those fans.
yep.
My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult, big fan of them. I'll probably wait on that. That's a 2010 remix album. Uh, but I probably will pick it up if I find that one sitting around in a clearance bin, but I won't day one that one.
Yep, that's
New York
fair.
Dolls, that's another pretty cool one. But again, I probably won't pick that one up. You gonna be getting that Ozzy Osbourne robot
I am
novelty?
not getting. Where is that thing? I'm going to bring it up on the screen. I will not be getting this.
Are you
Um,
sure?
I'm a
I
big
feel like you
Ozzy
should be in
fan. I
line for
have I
that.
have the big box set sitting right next to me, the biggest box set I own.
They're only making 2,000.
Yeah,
FOMO.
I see that.
FOMO on the novelty toy.
FOMO on the novelty tour. I will not be getting that. My
Okay.
son would probably grab it and destroy it anyway.
There you go. There you go.
Um,
This Paramore one will probably be a big one. This is a big album for them. Again, I'm not the biggest Paramore fan, but a 2006 album from them.
the
I think that this
Paramore.
will.
Yeah, I agree with you. The Paramore fans are lively. They are
Yep.
there for sure.
That is pressed to 7,000. Again,
It's a decent
it will
amount.
make it through the weekend, but I do think that's going to be a popular hit.
Tell me about the
What else is
Pearl
it?
Jam
It's a pass for me. So it's a 7-inch live 7-inch from the
with
Dark
a
Matter tour.
book.
The book part is cool. If it sits and I see the price go down, I might get it. I'm not going to go hunt it down. I just have so much Pearl Jam stuff in
Yep.
general. I don't think I need this one. 125 photographs, it says in 224 pages. It seems cool. It's probably going to be overpriced, and I don't need it. I have to make cuts somewhere.
And I'm going to
That's
tell
probably going to be
you,
the cut.
yeah, no, I hear you on that, and I agree with you. For me, I would much rather see something like this over the dolls that they're trying to push.
Oh, absolutely.
I think this is a
Absolutely.
great tie-in for physical media. A book with a 7-inch, even if you did a book with a 12-inch. I think this is
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I like what this stands for. I'm not going to get it personally. Um, but like you said, we need cuts. But I
Yeah,
think
if I didn't already have so much Pearl Jam just stuff, and I've got the posters and the keychains and the entire discography on CD and on vinyl and all the DVDs and Blu-rays. I've seen them many times. It's if I didn't have all of that, I probably would go for this.
Sure.
But like I said, I just have to make cuts.
No,
I
I
make
hear
cuts
you.
somewhere.
I agree.
Now, if I get in the store and it's sitting there and it's only $20, I'll probably just spend my money on it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, another Boston show.
Man, the pressing color looks cool
The
too.
color is phenomenal. I'm a big fan of the color. 8,000. Now this is coming off of, well, I mean, Christ, he passed away. I want to say it was yesterday, but it's not. It's just time moves that fast.
Yep.
But I think this one is going to do well, and I think I'm looking at the set list right now. It's a nice set list. It's a little short.
I'm probably gonna get this.
I probably will as
I
well.
I have that big. I bought the complete live box set, the big one.
I did too.
So I've got a lot of live Tom Petty already. But this one just looks really cool. It's in
It
Boston.
does.
It's kind of a fun set list when you
Yep.
look at it. It does have some hits on it. Don't Bring Me Down, Breakdown. It's got I Fought the Law on it. I mean, there's just some fun stuff on
There,
it. And the
I
pressing
agree.
color looks really cool. So just as a fan, I think this is going to be probably in about the $30 price range, I bet.
Yep, I agree with that.
Um,
And they have this
that's
little
this
tour
this is
pass
probably going to
thing to
be a get
probably
for me.
upsell the price slightly.
Yeah.
But I agree. This is a get for me if I see it. I'm not. Then again, I'm not gonna go store hunting for it, but it's a get if I see it.
Yep. I agree.
Now the big one I want to talk about, Pink Floyd.
My number two on my list, right with my Misfits.
This is
Yep.
my number one. You know, it is in that new 50th Wish You Were Here anniversary set. So you can get this outside of Record Store Day. However, they bundle it weirdly. They bundle all of their different sets with
They
the Wish You
do.
Were Here to maximize the hardcore fans FOMO, being like, I gotta get everything, so I'll buy all of these sets, and then you get a bunch of you got a bunch of copied
Yeah,
material.
they did that weird thing again, didn't they? Where it's like you have to buy like all three different sets to get
To get
everything. Like there's
everything.
something
Yes,
different
but
in each one.
correct. But in doing so, you're also going to have a ton of of the same
Duplicate.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes, duplicate material, which I don't love.
Nope.
But they know what they have.
They
But I
do.
do like that they did this because it gives someone like me a chance to just, this is all I want. This
Yeah.
is it right here. This is a must get for me. I will store hunt. I will kill people for it. Whatever I got to do, I will have this. I don't.
It looks so good.
It looks
The
great.
set list is phenomenal.
The set list is obscene. I don't think it's going to be an issue at 15.4. I do.
If you're
think,
there day one it will be around, but I do think it will be gone by the weekend. 15,000's a lot, but don't underestimate the Pink Floyd
oh
fans.
no, they'll get there.
And
They will sell this
there's
out.
and not only that, there's a lot of casual fans that are going to pick this up because the name is so big. There's going to be
Yep.
people getting it. So, do I think you'll be some secondary Discogs selling through the week that you'll be able to find it?
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
But I think it will trickle away pretty quickly, especially because, like you said, it's only bundled in that big
Yeah.
set. So there's the people. I think there's a lot of people like us that were like, "I'm not spending $250 to get this.
No.
I'll spend 50 though
Yeah. Oh, for sure. 100%.
on Record Store Day
Yeah.
and wake up early."
Absolute must get for me. I will track that
I'll
one
be
down.
hyped up on Dunkin' Donuts cold brew while I wait in line for that one.
I love that for you. Another, not a must get, but one that I am very interested in is the Robert Plant Saving Grace. All That Glitters. A little take on Stairway to Heaven there.
This is interesting.
I was a big fan of this album when it came out. I have it on vinyl. I got the signed copy. It comes with a little card with his signature. I loved it.
Little card is true.
Yeah. Oh, it's tiny. Big fan of the album, so I will get this because this is just a continuation, as it mentions here in the info, and I think it's a great. I think it'll be great.
And that's all. It's what, 4 songs. All of those songs are not on the album. Is that right? So these are like
Correct.
4 bonus tracks.
I don't know. I don't know the track list of the original album off the top of my head. That well enough to know. But I believe that's true.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
it's just 4 that didn't quite make it. Album art's pretty sick.
The
Very
album
cool.
art is really cool.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
that's a get for me for sure. Scrolling down, I'm gonna mention very quickly. John Prine BBC Sessions is a maybe for me. It's on my sample. I gotta sample it, and if it sounds good, it's on my maybe list.
Mm-hmm.
Pussifer, normal isn't live. This is a must get for me.
Agreed.
You and
This is
I
on
were
my list.
texting a little bit about the actual album, and I don't know what to make of it yet. I'm gonna say it's not their strongest that I've heard.
I,
It's not
I'm
bad.
in, I'm I'm in the same boat on that.
It is not bad by any means, but it is not their strongest. That said, I'm a sucker for anything live, and Pussifer's great. So that's gonna be a get for me. 2,500 feels thin.
It does. For me, this one's a get for me if I see it. I would rather own this, I think, than the actual studio
I
album.
agree. I agree a
And that's
hundred
kind of the boat
percent.
I'm in. And only on the sense that Existential Reckoning, their last album that was out, I preferred the live version actually over the studio one.
Yeah, I agree.
So they did kind of the same thing where they did a
Yep,
live album and they did a studio album. And I
exactly.
actually and I think it was like a COVID studio album where it was like
Yeah.
not in front of an audience.
Yep.
But I very much like that version.
Oh, I loved it.
So for me, I'm prioritizing this one. It is an RSD first, so 2,500, but I do think it will have other pressings. What was the color? This is
It's
red,
red,
I
yeah.
guess.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna go crazy out of my way for it, but if I see it, I'm snapping it. Yeah, they're
I
red.
agree.
It's fine.
I agree.
All right, next page here. We're coming down to the wire. It's a long episode. Thanks for hanging with us, guys. Here, if you made it this
Yeah,
far, have a sip of your brew. I got the Golden Monkey. This is the happy hour at the Riff Circle. We appreciate you, folks.
we like you having here. I ran out of wine.
Well, that happens. The Ramones live in San Francisco. That's a sample for me.
I'm probably gonna pass on it. I just have so much live Ramones. I don't need more. I don't think.
That's fair.
I don't know why we have 17 Rolling Stones on here.
Yeah, that's a bunch of 3-inch stuff. That's
Oh,
just very.
3-inch
It's just
records.
a gimmicky. Not anything
I
I'm
can't eye
into.
roll. Can't eye roll hard enough for that.
No. With the Ramones
Uh,
though at 6,000, that'll go cheaper than day one. You see, I think. Um, just looking through here.
the Adam Sandler, they're all gonna laugh at you. That's a pretty cool one. If for comedy people,
It's
that's a pretty
interesting.
cool one.
It is interesting for sure. I would like to see some more stuff
Alternate
like that.
cover, which is interesting, but um, yeah,
Yeah,
interesting one. Interesting
it
one
is
on
interesting.
that.
I'd like to see some more stuff like that on Record
Yep.
Store Day. It
The
doesn't all have to be.
Sakamoto End of Asia album is pretty cool for like a classical one. Pretty cool cut.
Where is that?
Right above Adam Sandler.
Oh, I got you. End of Asia. Let me just click on it.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's classical. It's a pretty decent album. Like that they add something a little bit again, just like the Adam Sandler, a little bit different in here.
Yep.
What else we got on here? Sleep
Uh,
Token. A lot of Sleep Token fans out there. They'll be going crazy for that one, I'm sure. Snarky Puppy. That's a pretty cool one for them. Sonic Youth, big one. Squirrel Nut Zippers made it on the list again. We've seen them at Christmas time.
we do see them on here quite a bit.
Yep.
Stone Temple Pilots live at Rolling Rock 2001 is a sample for me. That's a
I,
high on my
I'm
sample list.
I would get that if I didn't get the Stone Temple Pilots live one from the last record store day. Was it Purple Live, I think? That album is phenomenal. That live one.
Is it
I don't
okay?
think I need another one though. But
No, yeah,
that one, if I didn't already have that, I would get that. This next one though, Billy String's Tiny Desk. That's a must get for me.
must get for me as well. I sampled it via the actual recording, It was done really well. I'm a sucker for the upright bass. I'll be there all day for it. 7,000 is a lot.
It is. I think it will. I don't know if it'll make it through the weekend though. Billy Strings has a big following and kind of a hidden following, especially in our market, in the east here, the northeast
Yep.
area. I think big fan base, and then same thing probably out Pac West
Yep.
area,
And I
big fan base as well.
and I love that Tiny Desk is doing this.
Oh,
Please,
just give us all of
every
them.
single one of these when Tiny Desk does this, it should say pre-order link in the bio for the vinyl every time. It's a
Proceeds go to
no-brainer.
us. We can make these because of viewers like you. What is that PBS statement that they make?
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
that we need that. I've got only a couple tiny discs. They need more. I've got the Mac Miller one, which is incredible.
10 out of 10.
But we need more. There's so many good ones. We need more. We need that Idols one.
The
We
Idol,
need
I
that
would
one.
snap that in a second.
We need
That's
that
one of
one.
my absolute favorites. Talk to me about Masayoshi Takanaka.
Both of them, All of Me and On Guitar, those are both must gets for me. Those might be my last two must gets on the list on here. I will go through as we see, but I've been wanting those albums for a while. I've been putting off because you have to import them.
Yep.
Turntable Labs sold them, and I just didn't. I didn't get them because I thought, oh, maybe they're doing a mass release and I'm going to be able to find these cheaper and not have to order them from them. But nope, they didn't. And then I regretted that. And then here we are seeing them as a record store day. So what I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I picked these two up. And then I'm hoping they sell out. And then I see his whole catalog get a mass release over the next several uh, releases, record store days.
Well, it's
So we need those two. We need Takanaka Live, which is one of my favorites.
it's interesting to note that these two albums are coming off on different labels. So
Didn't even
On
notice
Guitar
that.
is on Victor Entertainment, and All of Me is Universal Music Japan. That's very interesting to me.
Interesting.
Yeah, both vinyl imports,
But they both have the same
same everything.
the record store day labeling and Obi strip. So it must just be that the rights must be two different.
It could be.
I don't know, but those are both gets for me.
Yeah,
I didn't even look to see, are these color pressings or
yeah, they
anything
are.
like that?
Yeah,
Man,
blue.
he's so good. If anyone
I think
hasn't
they're
heard him
both blue.
before, I think On Guitar I like a little bit better. But I mean they're great albums. They're great albums. All of his stuff is good.
No, they're
Get
very
it.
solid.
Get
All
it,
right,
get
we're
it,
getting
get it.
towards the end here. I'm gonna
We
keep
are.
scrolling.
There's a Talking Heads one, always popular. Those will sell
Yep,
out.
those will sell for
Um,
sure.
what else is on here? Thin Lizzy live in Cleveland. That's a pretty interesting one. I won't pick it up, but it's a pretty interesting
It is
one. Third Eye
interesting.
Blind rarities and first drafts. If I didn't already have such a long list, I'd probably pick this up. Semitron Life Acoustic is on there. Pretty cool.
That is nice. Van
But probably
Halen
will pass.
live in New Haven, Connecticut, '86 is interesting for me.
Yeah, hold on. Where are you? You jumping? You jumping? Oh, you jumped all the various artists. I
Yeah,
see Van Halen.
five
Yeah. Here.
thousand is a lot, but they have the name. Oh, you know what though? It's the retooled lineup of Sammy Hagar, so this is a pass for me. I'm sorry, Riff Circle crew. I'm just not a Sammy Hagar fan.
So you did skip one more must get repurchase for me. The
Which one?
K-pop Demon Hunters is on here. Pressed to 10,000. There's two different variants of it
I
actually.
got you. I got it up
Both
right now.
both to 10,000. So
Yep,
there's 20,000 total depending on
it's a
which
lot.
variant you get. If you get the Huntrix or the Saja Boys variant, the Huntrix variant is where it's at. I'm all in for it. It looks really cool. It's better than the pressing. It's cooler looking than the pressing. I really like the cover art they chose on it. Looks really neat. So that will be a upgrade of the album that I already have. That's a good one. I'm hoping it sounds even better. I have a feeling they didn't remaster it. That could use a remastering. Um, but you know, it's
No,
a little
yeah.
too soon. It just came out. This just came out this year, and I'm asking for a remaster. But they compressed the living crap out of it.
That's fair.
Amazing hooks, amazing songs, but they just crush those songs with compression,
Oh,
and
that's tough. Zero
it's
air.
it doesn't breathe and it feels thin.
Ugh.
You're on Everest listening to that thing.
Scott Whalen live.
That's an interesting one.
It is. That's a maybe for me. I'm gonna sample it. I think I'm
So
gonna
he's got
sample it.
two. He's got two in here because he's on that the 2001 Stone Temple
Yep.
Pilots one too.
Yep.
You got two
Exactly.
Scott Wayland lives. Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm
Um,
curious about that one.
I'm curious on that one. I'm curious on this Weezer one, 1192. The write up on this has me intrigued. So it's basically they found the original recording, studio recordings pre Blue album. So it's basically the Blue album, but before the Blue album. Like
Yep.
it's what was sent to the record label to get a record deal, and really short of the write up on it here. So that is interesting. If it's cheap, I might get it. I'm not
Yep.
spending too much money on it, but if it's cheap, I might get it.
Yeah. RSD first.
Oh, so it's going to be out again. It'll be
All
in
right,
something else.
last page here. We're at the wire. Oh, that's the artist at the top. I love that.
Yep.
Yeah, nothing too much. Oh, yeah, I will touch on yes. Tales from Topographic Tours. I will probably get this. This is a most likely get for me. I just love yes. So, you know, why not?
Side six, close to the edge.
Yeah, I mean you just can't beat it. Um, Mitchell, is that all of them,
I think that's it. I think that rounds it out. That rounds it
folks?
out. We went through the whole thing. I think we touched on all the stuff that we're interested in. I'm sure there's plenty of things on that list that other people are very, very intrigued in. It's funny because touch on it real quick. The internet feedback has been mixed. So this list came
Yeah,
out. I hit you with the alert. I was very excited. This is a big list for me.
I think
There's a
it's a
lot of
great
things
list.
yeah, there's a lot. I think this is the best list of the last 3 years.
I agree.
Um,
And I will say the past several record store days, I've passed, and Taylor Swift hasn't helped anything. And well, who
I
was
mean,
the other?
so I pause on that for a minute. I appreciate that she gets new people
I
into
agree.
the record stores.
I
I do
agree.
appreciate that.
But it makes
I
record store day a hell of a line to combat, and I
but
don't love
I'm
it.
not a fan of getting there at early and seeing already 10,000 people sitting outside
It's
so they can get
tough.
it. And it's also tough because then they impulse buy everything they see, whether they know it or not.
Yep.
And then it ends up to be a lot of secondary selling and buying when I really wish I could have just gave my money to my local record store and not had to send it to a reseller.
I
But
agree.
at the same time, I always want new people in the hobby, and it's exciting to see the people in line. And it is also exciting to see what kids are into and what intrigues them when they go, because I remember the excitement I had when I went to a record store for the one album I wanted and
That's
then
right.
saw a cover that intrigued me. And then I'm going for Taylor Swift, but I buy Yes because the album looks cool. And yeah, I'm now in a whole new genre of music I never would have thought I'd be in. So,
You're
um,
completely correct, and I think most importantly, it keeps the shops afloat.
it does.
We
It
need
does.
them.
So we need that, but at the same time, will I lie and say I'm not relieved to see no big pop artist on this one?
I'm relieved. The
Does
lines, the
make me
lines have
happy.
been crazy the past couple of sessions of these record store days. I'm excited to get up early. I'm not gonna go, at a crazy amount of time early, but I am gonna go, which I've skipped on going the past 2 or 3 times.
You did.
I'm excited to get out there. So, folks, what did we miss? What are you looking to buy? What do
Yeah.
you think is the hot album? What do you need in your collection? You heard what we think. You heard what we've spun. You've heard the haul. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us
Been a
tonight.
big one today.
This is the happy hour, Riff Circle.
Yep.
Mitch, I'm going to finish my Golden Monkey 9.5 Belgian style triple. It's been a
Love
pleasure,
that.
my friend. And
It's been
folks, we
great.
try to do this every week. The goal is to eventually turn this into a live stream where we can field questions and field responses and have you folks kind of chiming in on the side is what we want to do. So
Yeah.
we got to build up our base first. So shameless plug to subscribe and join us on the next one that we do, because these are going to be live streamed
Yep.
very soon. So, Mike, Thank you, my friend.
Sorry.
And folks watching, thank you. And we'll see you next time. It's Miles and Mike from the Riff
Have a good
Circle.
one.
Take care.
Thank you.